Week 1 starts off with Sunday, December 31st. At church, we were blessed to have Danny Ortley leading worship. We both went to camp together at Woodbine Ranch back in the 70s and 80s. After church, we went to the Ecclesia Market on Perry Street for lunch. We ate at Garlic and Spice. Unfortunately, Garlic and Spice wasn't able to renew their lease for the space in Ecclesia Market, so we'll have to be on the lookout for their food truck at events around town. For New Year's Eve, we have a standing arrangement with our friends the Seligmanns. We're godparents to their kids, so it's always fun to get together with them and eat and play games and just ring in the new year. Not entirely sure why, but we really didn't get that far into New Year's this year before we started undecorating.
This year, 2024, is The Lord of Stariel by A.J. Lancaster, and I'm not sure how I heard about this, but it isn't even one that is in our local library system, so I had to request it to be sent from another library system, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was about a girl named Henrietta, or she goes by Hedda, and she's kind of been estranged from her family, has gone off to study magic and work with a dance troupe and acting troupe, and she is part of this family that lives on an estate called Stariel. And Stariel has some kind of magic to it, and part of the story is kind of starting to determine what that is. The world building was really interesting. When her father, the Lord of Stariel, dies, all of the people with Valstar blood are drawn back to the estate, and they have to choose the new Lord of Stariel, and it's done in a specific way. And it was really interesting. The world building was cool. I liked the characters. There was some good development of characters. I was excited enough to halfway through put the second and third books on hold because it's going to take a bit to get there from the other library system. So excited about it. If you're interested, check it out.
Odd event of the week. We'd been watching TV off and on all week, but all of a sudden, I went to turn on the TV and the power indicator switched, but we got no picture. I worked on troubleshooting it for a few hours. I was able to get the TV to turn back on, and we watched a few shows, but then the next time I went to turn it on again, no picture. So I worked through it all a few times, and we decided it was time to let it go. We didn't have a lot of room to get a huge set, so we did go a little bit bigger and ended up getting 4K instead of 1080p, so we have a much higher quality screen, but hey, luckily we were able to get back to watching our Super Carlin Brothers stuff.
Although, I mean, to be fair, I think, like, when we've sold, like,
Friday morning, we decided to ask one of our new Sunday school friends if she needed help moving into her new apartment. We didn't get any footage of getting everything packed into the trailer or, any of the hard work. But since I have a dash cam in my car, I got a shot of the loaded car, so we'll call that good. Saturday morning, I went to the men's Bible study at church. And Saturday afternoon, we were down in the basement and realized that a huge amount of the basement storage that we have was just empty boxes. So we broke those down and got them into recycling. So basement's looking a lot better.